Why do students come to college? Is it to learn? Is it to make social connections? Or is it to advance in one's chosen career? The answer to that question is really all of them. But in 1960, when the American Freshman Survey first asked college students why they chose to attend college, the top reason that came back was to obtain a better philosophy on life. Now, that top answer has dramatically changed today. And in fact, in 2003, that answer dropped to 40%, and now it has rebounded up to about 50% today. But truly, the top 3 reasons college students cite for coming to college today are about career success, financial gain, and the fact that it is usually required to obtain their own unique career aspirations. So with these top 3 answers in mind, it's no wonder that our prospective students and families that are visiting our campuses, including Miami, are asking more and more questions about ROI in terms of their education that they'll receive from us. And they're also asking questions about the type and level and quality of the career education that they'll receive when they come here. 2 years ago, Miami's Center for Career Exploration and Success was a part of an inaugural survey offered by one of our vendors in the Career Center Services space within higher education. And this survey is now called the National Alumni Career Mobility Survey. So up until this point, 2 years ago and prior, the only real good data that we had in terms of college student success post-graduation was really within the First Destination survey that our Office of Institutional Research provides for our institution. Here we have impressive successes. Last year, 96.6% of our students reported being placed in either an educational opportunity, a job opportunity, or something equivalent, for example, military. And so we're doing really well, but what we don't know is the career mobility success of our graduates. So for the last 2 years, we do have this data for alumni who graduated at 5 and 10-year intervals prior, and I'm excited to share some of the results with you, and that is in fact where our top 3 reasons came from that I've cited with you today. So in part, the National Alumni Career Mobility Survey has set out, especially this year, to determine a career mobility index of our students. So what do our students say about what they received educationally from our institutions when it came to their own career success? And then it also attempted to identify some of the high impact career mobility practices that we in our own institutions could envelop and provide to our students that allow us to be much more focused on the most salient career development initiatives that we can offer to our students for their own career mobility. Now, what is the Career Mobility Index? The Career Mobility Index is obtained from our graduates, and in this case, our 2010 and our 2015 graduates, who completed several responses to questions on this survey. And there were 3 buckets of information that the survey asked about, which includes the type of career preparation our alumni received while they were here, their level of current job satisfaction or career satisfaction that they've had over the last 5 or 10 years, and then finally, the extent that they were able to be mobile in terms of their economic stability within the job market in the last 5 or 10 years. All of those factors combined equate to the Career Mobility Index, and I'm excited to share our findings with you. But first, there are 6 high impact practices, so similar to AAC and U's high impact educational practices that they produce. The National Alumni Career Mobility Report this year really aimed to highlight what are the most salient practices that students can get when it comes to career preparation while they're here. And especially in light of recent factors such as the global pandemic, its impact on the chaotic enrollment trends that we're experiencing as a result of it, as well as just economic mobility, especially in light of the racial reckoning that we're currently experiencing and really came to a head last summer. And so we're trying to mirror and combine all of these important factors at this moment to really help us focus on some of the things that we should be doing here at Miami to better prepare our students. So here are the high impact career mobility practices that really popped in terms of the regression analysis that the survey conducted. And again, this is based on national data that Miami University alumni participated in. So understanding career opportunities, creating a career plan while students are here at Miami, and the opportunity to network with employers were the top 3 most salient things that we can provide to students. And incidentally, students who engaged in these top 3 high impact practices were 3 times more likely to score higher on the Career Mobility Index than those who did not score as high on those initiatives while they were in college. In addition, of course, at Miami, we help students prepare for practical experiences such as internships and student teaching experiences, co-ops, research opportunities, and more. But those were particularly important for students to launch their career and to score high on the Career Mobility Index. Receiving career advice while they were here was also very important, just in general, but what was really interesting was that when it came from faculty or from an employer, it was much more effective. And then finally, learning critical thinking. So the value of our liberal arts degree and what we have to offer here at Miami in terms of the Global Miami Plan and other academic initiatives we should keep doing and then continue to lean into. So how did Miami fare? So I wanted to share 3 success points from the grads from 2010 and 15, where we scored higher than our peer group and higher than the national average. And these were just a couple of selected categories that I chose to share with us today. 1, I was well prepared to begin my career when I graduated. 2, I have advanced in my career as I had hoped, so there's some of that career mobility coming into play. And then finally, my salary is enough to pay my bills. So those are all important successes from our Miami grads that I wanted to share with you, but there's still work for us to do. For example, on the national data, when alumni said that they felt that their institution had an adequate plan to help them prepare for their careers, they were much more, they rated I valued my degree and my degree was worth its weight in value. They were much more likely to state that than those who said that their educational experience here at Miami and nationally did not do that. So that's an important takeaway. Another important takeaway is nationally, we still have some work to do when it comes to equity. So for example, male respondents to the survey nationally had higher career mobility indexes than any other group that was queried. And finally, Asian and white alumni reported higher career mobility indexes as well. So we continue to need to lean in to work with our high priority student populations while they're here and pay particular and even provide proactive attention to their career development. In addition, if you are a faculty member, department chair, any type of dean at Miami, please continue to work and partner with Career Services. We have resources to collaborate and to work together to infuse career planning in the experience of your academic department. And we are in constant work on this to expand this type of service delivery to your department in a unique way that best situates students to prepare themselves for their chosen careers, not how we want them to prepare. But I think we need to do more of this and in some pockets of the university really incorporate into the infrastructure of the student experience these career development learnings. In addition, continue to promote the value of internships and other experiential opportunities. And finally, we need to better understand our alumni and their career paths and then better share that information with our students. So many of us invite alumni and employers into our classroom or for pizza nights to chat with our students. That's very effective, and we need to continue to do more of that so that we can illuminate the possibilities that students have when it comes to their own career planning. And guess what? If we do these things, our students will reward us with high rankings on this survey by telling other students, prospective students and families, that they know themselves, that they had this amazing experience that helped them prepare for their careers. And we're actually adding value to society by striving for a more equitable and inclusive workplace for all.